After 4 weeks without a single initial public offering, the U.S. IPO market is back from its pause. This week, VC-backed tech company Everbridge priced, which was founded after the tragic events of 9/11 with a vision of helping people communicate effectively in critical situations. Joining me today is CEO Jaime Ellertson. Welcome, Jaime. Thanks so much for joining me. Congratulations on your IPO.
Thanks, Nicole.
I want to first start with the IPO market. I just mentioned we're coming off of a month of no IPOs. As you're one of the first out of the gate, were you worried about the IPO environment?
Not really. You know, the IPO is an important milestone for the company, but we've been operating as though we were a public company under the Jobs Act for more than a year on file. And the IPO is more for us about first mover advantage and continued momentum in our business than it is about a particular day.
And let's jump into your business a little bit. You are a tech software company, but focusing on responsiveness during events, a large range of events. Can you describe a little bit of the types of events you focus on?
Sure. Everbridge provides software as a service solutions that automate and accelerate processes during critical events to keep people safe and businesses running. Our customers include everything from 8 of the top 10 U.S. cities, 24 of the 25 busiest airports, all 4 of the big 4 accounting firms, and even 8 of the 10 largest U.S. investment banks. And those customers use our system to warn citizens during natural disasters and severe weather like earthquakes, tornadoes, or hurricanes, or in man-made events like active shooters or even terrorism. And businesses use us to track thousands of employees that are mobile or traveling around the world, as well as to recover their operations from things like debilitating cyber attacks. Over 3,000 customers across the globe.
It seems, Jaime, that there have been more events like this of late. It seems like really a growth industry, unfortunately, in many ways. Would you say that's a fair characterization, and what sort of growth are you seeing?
You know, there are just more bad things happening, whether it's severe weather. We started a road show with an earthquake occurring in Italy, a hurricane in Florida and Hawaii, this past week an active shooter in Texas, and a typhoon in the Philippines. So on a global basis, there's certainly more events. We can't control those events, but what we can do is help keep people safe and help businesses restore their operations. So for us, it's a great opportunity to do some good and potentially make some money.
Right, certainly very important. And speaking of money, you're still small, under 70 million of sales. You've got some big competitors out there like Federal Signal. So how do you come up against them as a smaller company?
So what's difficult to do in our space is operate at massive scale to deliver with speed. You know, during Superstorm Sandy, 70 million people needed information on what was going on and what to do, and then operate with precision. In an active shooter situation, it's very difficult to tell people in one building where the shooter exists to shelter in place, and in another building, evacuate to the rear. For us, we're built on a platform that is scaled and today delivers for 110 million people in the U.S. And that scale and performance and reputation allows us to compete aggressively and quite positively across the markets, both in U.S. and in Europe, and historically have been rated by everyone from Gartner to other leading analysts as the #1 provider in this space.
And from an investment perspective, you're investing a lot in marketing to grow and to expand. When can you expect to be cash flow positive given all this investment?
Sure. Well, I'd make the note that we are adjusted EBITDA positive, returning to that in this most recent quarter. But our historic 30-35% growth is something we're proud of, and we've built an infrastructure and, more importantly, a team that is committed to executing and delivering that on an ongoing basis. We also have the experience of previously running public companies, most of our management team, and so we understand what it takes and how to execute to get that job done on behalf of shareholders.
You got it. I see that stock up about 5% right over your shoulder there. So congratulations on your IPO. Thanks so much, Jaime.
Thank you, Nicole.
That's Jaime Ellertson of Everbridge. What are your thoughts about the IPOs in this market? Let us know in the space below or on the Yahoo Finance Facebook page.